Welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adinoy. The headlines: Federal government appoints NWABUOKU to oversee Accountant General's office. DAGOGO drags PDP. INEC to court over exclusion. Senegalese president to visit Russia and Ukraine. And in sports, Man City win 2021-2022 Premier League as AC Milan win first Serie A title since 2011. Now the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed his determination to do more to ensure the growth and intensification of the strategic partnership between Nigeria and the United Arab Emirates. According to a statement signed by his Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, the president said this in a short interaction with the new ruler of Abu Dhabi and president of the UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, during a condolence visit to the presidential palace. Expressing his condolences and that of Nigeria on the demise of the late President Sheikh Khalifa, Buhari also congratulated the new president on his election. The statement is titled Nigeria, UAE to further extend bilateral ties and read in part: President Buhari expressed the hope that under Sheikh Mohammed, the two countries will continue to actively champion a vision of sustainable security, strengthen counterterrorism, cooperation, facilitate trade and investment, and promote prosperity and development. The federal government has appointed Anamekwe Chukwunyere NWABUOKU to oversee the office of the Accountant General of the Federation. This followed an ongoing investigation by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, of the suspended Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, for the alleged 80 billion naira fraud. The appointment was announced in a letter dated May 20, 2022 and signed by the Permanent Secretary, Finance, Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Aliu Ahmed. The appointment is pending the outcome of the EFCC's investigation. Kogi State tertiary students have commended Governor Yahaya Bello for providing a conducive atmosphere for teaching and learning to continue to take place. The student gave the commendation during a cross-section interaction with journalists over the present ASU strike that has lingered for over 3 months. They called on the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, attend to ASU demands. Our reporter has more.
It's more than a school calendar semester since the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, across Nigeria embarked on an indefinite strike that has crippled the education system in Nigeria. Students are left with only the option to remain at home till when the strike lasts. Still, the government and the ASU members are discussing while the parents are worried about when their children will return to school, let alone graduate. But in Kogi State, all state higher institution students are in school, and recently the 2022-2023 fresh students in their thousands were matriculated and already began to receive lectures at the Prince Abubakar Audu University, PAU. Cross-sections of students of PAU and COSTECH who spoke with journalists expressed joy and commended Governor Bello for making education his top priority.
I'd like to commend and appreciate the Executive Governor of Kogi State, Governor Alhaji Yahaya Adoza Bello, who has been a man of his word. I'd like to appreciate him for the fact that my school, Confluence University of Science and Technology of Sarah, COSTECH, is not a member of ASU. As we all have known, for the past 3 months, ASU has been on strike, and now, this week, inclusion of another 3 months, which is going to be 6 months. I am sure as students who is supposed to be in section would have spent 3 months in the section. 6 months is 2 sessions automatically, 2 semesters automatically, which is the section. That is the waste of 1 year. I am so grateful that I am not at home currently. I am in school enjoying the benefit of having a true governor, a real and a carefully elected democratic governor who is good. I would say he is one of the leaders that we expect in Nigeria. As a youth and as a student, I really appreciate him, honestly, I believe for years now, these institutions have not been part of ASUS. and that have created a lot of impact in our academic careers as far as Kogi State student concerns. We are appreciating for that.
Thank God for the state government, and I thank God that my school is not under ASU, because like 4 years, because all I have been in school, like my thoughts of coming to school was just to spend like 4 years in school, and later on I discovered that I'm already spending almost 8 years in school. I thank God for the state government for not making our school to be under ASU. Thank God.
My advice now for other schools under ASU is that maybe government should try to make the payments, the necessary payments to those ASU people so that they can call off the strike.
And well, I'm happy, I'm glad that I'm in school. I don't have to worry that my school is going to fall on strike anytime soon. And I'm happy that I'm going to graduate early. I'm going to complete my 4 years without any delay. And I really commend Governor Yahaya Adoza Bello for this great thing he has done for my school. He's a wonderful governor.
I'm happy and glad to hear that, to appreciate His Excellency Alhaji Yahaya Bello for giving us this opportunity to stay in school now that most of the students are in indefinite strike.
The students called on ASU and federal government to consider the plights of other students across the states.
I'm not happy over what is happening about ASUs. Like now, we the students of PSU now, we are approaching to exam now. So I felt bad when some of my colleagues in other institutions are not in the schools now. So I think this is the less that I can say about it. Thank you.
So what do you want the government to do about it?
I want the government, even ASUS particularly, to respond to the situation on the ground.
My advice now is I wish the present government, I mean the federal, now should also have at least should try as much as they can to strengthen with us so that our fellow colleagues who are presently in the house should address go back to schools, because without being in schools I think it will affect the society at large.
I think the best thing now, if only all the state government could just do like our government, to just remove all the school from ASU, it would have been a better advice. So it's better for all the state governments to just imitate our governor, which is Yahaya Bello.
They recall that strike does no good for students because some students in tertiary institutions have often spent more than usual of their academic calendar year in school due to frequent strikes. Kogi tertiary institutions had in time past had their students suffered setback due to frequent strikes until Governor Yahaya Bello braced up to stop all activities leading to strikes by paying more attention to workers and students across the state. Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV News.
politics. On politics, as the All Progressives Congress APC primaries draws closer, nationwide women from Kogi West Senatorial District has staged a rally demanding from Kogi State government to give women a senatorial slot. They said this will pave way for Adedoyin Ibikunle Eshanomi, a senatorial aspirant on the platform of APC, to contest primary election. The women said that Kogi State has never had a woman representation in the Senate since its creation in August 27, 1991, as well as the dawn of the democratic dispensation in the country. Our reporter has more.
Speaking with journalists shortly after the walk, one of the women, Shade Jejeyeni, said women in the district thrown their weight behind Eshanomi because she is a role model and a caring mother who has the passion for the development of humanity. According to her, the aspirant has helped many youths, women and widows to make life meaningful, adding that she has assisted more than 10 youths to secure permanent jobs at the federal government level.
We want to support him and we want him to support us in bringing out, even though it's only one woman that has come out in Kogi West for senator. And we are hereby, we desire to work for him, and we please, if this decision of our granted, we will be happy.
Some of the women who spoke to journalists said Eshanomi is a good leader if given the opportunity to represent the people at the Green Chamber.
We are the Kogi State women, and we are gathered here to remind our handsome and gender-friendly governor to fulfill his promise on gender balancing in elected offices. As it is now, only Mrs. Doyin is the standing aspirant for Senate from Kogi West, and we are begging that you graciously fulfill your gender balancing agenda through her. Having contested in 2019, thereby no doubt you already have the Nigerian women's support for your presidential bid. So please, Alhaji Adoza Bello, please graciously give us this one, which is Madam Doyin Eshanomi. Ọkùnrin wọn ti ṣe àhìn ọkùnrin wọn ìṣòwúra ṣùgbọ́n Doyin àrírí aláàánúra kọ ìtọ́jú opó ìtọ́jú aláìní ìfẹsẹ̀kákọ ọmọra wọn tó ẹjẹ́ ajẹ́ ń ṣe ìdí ẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́dẹ̀ gọ́vnà ni pé gọ́vnà bàbá ra ọ̀rẹ́ ra àbúrò ra ẹ̀gbọ́n ra ọkọ ra ìṣe òṣùgbọ́n abẹ́ ń wọ́n mú tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì kó Doyin bẹ́ẹ̀ tún líbẹ̀ náà bẹ̀ sùn àwọn àmọ́ yá ṣe òkè tí dèbẹ́ gan ó rán rà lọ́wọ́ aṣàánúra tó ibẹ̀ tún líbẹ̀ ìyàrá tún yí padà ọkọ rà balẹ̀ ara dẹ́gà tó gọ́vnà bàbá ra Àdìsá Yàyà Bello wọ́n tọrọ Ọlọ́run wọ́n ṣe ọmọra méje oko tí mú sẹ́kọ̀ níṣẹ́ federal ọkọ rà balẹ̀ núra dún. Omori ọ̀ṣọ́ jẹ́ ẹni omori ọ̀ṣọ́ kátó ìdìbò yìí omori ọ̀ṣọ́ kátó ìdìbò yìí nílẹ̀ nǹkan náà wọ́ ọ̀dọ̀ ọmọ ẹni ọ̀nà ọ̀ka ọ̀dọ̀ ọmọ ẹni lé mọ́ omori ọ̀ṣọ́ rẹ̀ àbọ̀nyẹ̀ni ọ̀nà ọ̀sẹ̀ dọ̀ṣọ́ tó di ẹ̀ ní ma ọ̀nà aka ha ẹ̀ṣọ́ ní ma mẹ́ káyà aṣọ tí náà ọmọdé àmọ́ yà aṣọ rò kẹ̀ ẹ̀ wá rómẹ́ni àǹkà ọmọ ẹ̀ṣọ́ ọdún ṣọ́jẹ̀ ọ̀dọ̀ ka ọ̀nà support ka abọ́ mẹ́ wọn wà bẹ̀ ọ́ rẹ̀ ní ká wọ́n aṣọ tí rẹ̀ because ayé mo ní ká ọ̀nà ẹ̀wọ̀n yẹn náà ọ̀gẹ̀wẹ̀ ń dọ̀ wá soso ọ̀gẹ̀yọ̀ ẹ̀yọ̀ anabọ̀ òmùdí òde dídá wà hàn.
They added that giving a woman the slot could be in line with Governor Bello's gender balance policy and ensured women in the district contribute effectively to the political development of the state and Nigeria at large. The women expressed gratitude to God for Governor Bello's fair disposition towards women as seen in his prayer action, ensuring that women were elected as vice chairpersons across the 21 local government areas of the state, as well as the appointment of women into his cabinet, government agencies, and parastatals. They wish him success in his presidential ambition. Faith Abdul-Ghaffar reporting for MLC TV News.
Bonny Federal Constituency was arrested, charged court, and initially detained in police custody. He was standing trial on 2 counts of conspiracy to felony and cultism in a state high court, but pleaded not guilty to the charges and had yet to be granted bail. But a federal high court in Port Harcourt had granted him bail and issued a restraining order to the police and other parties not to rearrest him. The governorship hopeful was currently remanded to the Port Harcourt Correctional Center on the order of the State High Court. 7 presidential aspirants of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has reached an agreement to throw their weight behind any Southeast consensus candidate the party endorses ahead of the May 29th primary. The presidential aspirants argued that for the sake of equity unity, it is only fair that the APC zone the ticket to the Southeast, which is yet to produce a president for the country. The review meeting was held at the residence of Senator Rochas Okorocha under the chairmanship of the former Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Ogbonnaya Onu. Also in attendance were Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi, former Minister of State for Education, Emeka Wanjuba, United Kingdom-based pastor Nicholas Nwambo, former Minister of Information, Chief Ikobasi Mokelu, and the only female aspirant, Uju Oneye. Onu commended the President, Muhammadu Buhari, the Abdullahi Adamu-led leadership of the party, and the APC members on their award commitment to the unity of Nigeria and the inclusion of all parts of Nigeria in the governance architecture of the country. The development came a day after the National Working Committee of the APC disclosed that there are plans to reconcile aggrieved aspirants after the ticket of the presidential, governorship, senatorial and House of Representatives are secured at the primaries. The APC National Chairman Abdullahi Adamu had reassured stakeholders that no aggrieved aspirant will leave the party after the party's primaries, which are expected to run from May 26th to 30th. Adamu, who was represented by his special assistant, Professor Abdullahi Yao, disclosed this at a virtual town hall meeting organized under the urges of the party World-to-World Diaspora Network in collaboration with the APC World-to-World Ambassadors on intra-party democracy for the emergence of the best candidates. We go on a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. On crime, fresh from serving a jail term over drug trafficking in Brazil, a Nigerian, Okechukwu Francis Amechi, has been rearrested in Nigeria with 24 parcels of cocaine found in his possession concealed in lawn mover's tire. He was intercepted by the operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, with the 24 parcels of cocaine concealed in 12 tires of lawn movers imported into the country through the Port Harcourt International Airport. The 45-year-old ex-convict from Idemili South local government area, Anambra State, was arrested at the Port Harcourt Airport on Saturday, 7th May, upon his arrival from Brazil via Doha on board Qatar Airline flight QR1433. Preliminary investigations revealed Okechukwu, who was arrested and convicted in Brazil for drug offenses, completed serving his jail sentence in March 2022, after which he decided to return to Nigeria with 3 new lawn movers, where he concealed 24 parcels of cocaine weighing 4.56 kilograms. Each parcel concealed in the tires of the 3 lawn movers bears some unique inscription, which are believed to be means of identification of the owners of the drug. The 2 parcels in one of the tires of the first lawn mover bear, "O Lord, and have mercy." The parcels in one of the tires of the second mover bears the inscription, "In God and we trust," while the third mover has Ijoma and 186.6 inscribed on the 2 parcels hidden in one of the tires. Okechukwu claimed that one of the church members gave him the lawn mover to deliver to his brother in Port Harcourt. On the foreign scene, Senegalese President Macky Sall says he will travel to Russia and Ukraine soon in his capacity as the current chairman of the African Union. Sall said on Sunday that he had received the mandate of other AU heads of state to make the trips. In a joint conference with visiting German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, he said Africa was keen to see peace through dialogue between Ukraine and Russia. The Senegalese president said Russia had extended an invitation for a visit while Ukraine's president had expressed the need to communicate with Africa heads of state. The Russia-Ukraine crisis has cut off supplies of grain and cooking oil, worsening food insecurity, particularly in poorer African countries, due to rising prices. Global fuel prices have also risen as a result, adding the cost burden to many countries. Up next is sports. Let's join Jonah Malik for our sports update.
And on sports update, Manchester City has won the Premier League for the fourth time in 5 seasons after a pulsating title race reached a dramatic conclusion as the champions staged an incredible comeback from 2-0 down to beat Aston Villa 3-2 on Sunday. Pep Guardiola's side were teetering on the brink of blowing the title after falling 2 goals behind midway through the second half at the Etihad Stadium. But Ike Godwin sparked an astonishing City revival as the German midfielder reduced the deficit before Rodri grabbed the equalizer. Godwin turned in City's third goal in the space of 5 minutes in the 81st minute, triggering wild celebration and rendering second-placed Liverpool 3-1 victory against Wolves irrelevant. Manchester City finished with 93 points, 1 point ahead of Liverpool as they ended their rivals' hope of winning an unprecedented quadruple. On a heartbreaking final day, Burnley were relegated as Leeds beat the drop, while Tottenham qualified for the Champions League at the expense of their North London rivals Arsenal. Manchester United secured Europa League qualification despite losing 1-0 at Crystal Palace on the final day of the season, with new manager Erik ten Hag watching on from the stands. West Ham's 3-1 defeat to Brighton ensured Manchester United secured the 6th place finish to Swift, playing in next season's Europa Conference League in Italy. AC Milan won their first Serie A title in 11 years on Sunday after beating Sassuolo 3-0 to snatch the crown from local rivals Inter Milan. Needing just a point to claim the Scudetto title, Milan swept their host aside thanks to an Olivier Giroud brace and another from Frank Kessie in the first half in front of an army of away fans at the Mapei Stadium. Stefano Pioli's Milan finished 2 points ahead of Inter Milan, who beat Sampdoria 3-0 in San Siro. Barca Queens on Sunday emerged the 2021-2022 NWFL Premiership Super 6 champions after they engaged Nasarawa Amazons 2-1 in the last match of the season's prime event in the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin City, Edo State. Gift Monday first half brace in the 25th second and 25th minutes proved decisive to hand the 4th-time champions the coveted trophy and the top cash prize of 5 million naira. Basirat Amok scored Amazon's goal in the 16th minute of the keenly contested Matchday 5 clash. Monday 25th second goals went down in history as the fastest goal of the 2021-2022 NWFL Premiership Super 6 Championship. As first runner-up, 2-time champions Nasarawa Amazon pocketed 3 million, while the second runner-up and death champions Rivers Angel went home with 2 million naira. With the win, Yenogwa-based Barca Queens will represent Nigeria at the WAFU Zone B playoff for the second CAF Women's Champions League. All the 6 participating teams in the Tokeland Energy-sponsored NWFL Premiership Super 6 were given 1 million naira each, courtesy of the league body, the NWFL. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks for the update, Jonah. And that's the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at this same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of our number displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special program. Friday 9 p.m. Local Government and You. Saturday 7 p.m. Family Affairs. 9 p.m. Political Arena and Women's World. Sunday by 6 p.m. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Joshua Adinoy. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Good day and thanks for watching.